What up, what up, what up? Yeah, what happened? This is a key game. We win and we in the playoffs. I mean, we gonna get in anyway, but I'm kind of like just simming just to get to the playoffs.
But to know we're just one win away from punching our ticket?
It's what we've been working for this whole season.
Yeah, which is why I'm trying not to think about it.
That's smart. Just stay focused on the task at hand.
We'll talk about playoffs when we get there. We got work to do first.
This is just the first step. So in the meantime, let's talk about what we can do to get better. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, we just gotta win the game. Nothing specific, just win the game.
We're clinching tonight, buddy.
Moments from now, the setting is Detroit, the Motor City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Shaw is out there with Johnson. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Paul George. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for the Pistons, guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Lewis is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Jones against Cunningham. Now, here's Ivy. Defense is right there. Lewis passes to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Pistons. Pass to Johnson. Outside, George. Takes a 3. Detroit with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Jones with it. Now defended by Cunningham. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Johnson.
The beautiful all-around game of Johnson, so dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
Cunningham kicks to Bagley. Pass to Ivy. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Hey, Richard, as a former Spur, what strikes you most about the character of the franchise?
Well, there's a stability there in San Antonio that you don't find in other teams. That's part of the reason why I didn't fit in well. As a player or a fan, you can have the confidence that this organization has a solid plan.
Here's Lewis, and MP throws it down.
And if this team can just win
Y'all
one
be
more
PG.
game, they'll be in the playoffs.
Well, they control their own destiny, so you just know that MP wants to clinch the playoffs tonight and get that out of the way.
All right.
Jones against Cunningham. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Lewis. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Yeah,
And a
Wemby, he
little
got
over
hurt a
2.5
little bit.
minutes gone here in the first. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bassey's checked in. Spurs trail by 4. Inside, here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Bagley dishes to Ivy. Back to Bagley. The kick out to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lewis, and there's another one for the Pistons. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, George. Over Ivy. That misses off the backboard. Pistons leading by 4. Thompson passes to Cunningham. To the middle, trying to find Bagley and gets it to him.
Okay.
And the basket is good.
And a little mano-a-mano. Bagley, unwilling to back down, forces the issue there and gets it to go.
George finds Jones. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
George against Ivy. Johnson outside. Pass to Shaw. From deep. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson outside. Jones against Cunningham. 13 feet away. Yes, that goes in.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Jones looking for an opening. Johnson outside. Here is Shaw. Defended by Bagley. Here's George. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pistons lead by 10. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Let's keep it up.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
We've got Thompson. Nicholas Claxton out there with MP. And it's man in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. Throw good, Paul George. Greg, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against New York was outstanding. He added 29 points, and as always, he was aggressive on the glass, outworking everybody else on the floor. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Man passes to Thompson. Dishes to MP. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Man passes to Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson against George. Deflected by George. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know, for that matchup with Atlanta, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now an update on Victor Wembanyama from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. If he were to miss a lot of games, this would be a huge blow. This is a team that hoped and expected to make a deep playoff run this year. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
The 3 from George. That one, no good. Pistons leading by 6. The pass to MP. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Hornets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Jones, no luck. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. MP's got 8 points.
Easy to understand why people love watching MP play, especially when he's catching and firing like this.
San Antonio calls timeout. So for the Pistons, Jonas Valanciunas. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Detroit, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And right now for the Pistons, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early. And shooting-wise, He's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
29 seconds left in the first half. There's the screen. Here's Johnson. Trying to end the drought. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Back to Cunningham. Passes it to MP. Now, Ivy. Over George. No good on the last second attempt there.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Pistons ahead, delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well. We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wins.
And looking now at that first half of action, quite a big deficit for the Spurs.
They got worked on the glass.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Keldon Johnson is out there with Shaw. Then it's George. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Cunningham passes to Lewis. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
That is ridiculous. If somebody doesn't start campaigning for MP to be in the dunk contest, man, we're missing out.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats, and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer and I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Johnson outside. Here's Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Wembanyama's got 9. Pistons leading by 22. Pass to Ivy. And Lewis has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Lewis has gone 1 of 4 from distance. RJ at 6'5", Keldon Johnson plays bigger than his listed height, don't you think?
Yeah, Kev, not only does he play bigger, but he's stronger than he looks and is willing to throw that weight around. He has shown himself capable of playing the 3 or even the small ball 4 if you need him.
4 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Lewis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the paint, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivy on full display.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Cunningham against Jones. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And that one is good. And 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
MP, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Jones with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Pass to Shaw. Johnson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the pass to Johnson. And it's MP with the rebound. Lewis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Victor Wembanyama.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Spurs passing it around. 13 feet away. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Bagley.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Wembanyama passes to Wesley. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Okogie's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Trey Mann in for Cade Cunningham. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. To halt the run. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. Lewis a screen on George. Thompson for the triple. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And
Pistons making a change here. MP's checked in. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Jones. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. San Antonio again missing. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They've got Lewis. Nicholas Claxton out there with Thompson. And it's Okogie in at small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. They get it again.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The first free throw is good. Richard, from when you were a first-round pick back in 2001 to now, what are the biggest changes off the floor?
oh, that's a tough one. Well, I think it's a combination because everyone didn't have a cell phone back in 2001, and then social media. So now you got social media and cell phones, camera phones. That is the thing that has changed. I think players and teams are just under so much more scrutiny now.
Thompson outside. Lewis on the way. Defended by Wembanyama. Good on the bucket.
And he has got that shot in the bag. MP making that jumper look easy.
Outside, George. Passes it to Wembanyama. Down low, here's Shaw. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Pass to Claxton. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
1:46 left in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wembanyama, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Thompson against George.
Hey.
Man passes to Lewis. Pistons passing it around. 5 on the clock. Again, the Pistons score.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jones in the post, working on Walker. Wembanyama looking it over.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I didn't get no blocks. Interesting. Press conference, huh?
Wow, you guys don't let up, huh? Felt like you were punishing that team for something.
With that win, you punched your ticket to the playoffs. Now that you've done that, what's left to focus on?
There's a lot left to work on. Playoff sitting is important, so we'll see if there's anything we can do on that front. But mostly, it's just trying to get this team ready for the added intensity and physicality that comes with the playoffs. You know, going from the regular season to the playoffs is a lot like going from college to the NBA. It's the same game, but it's also a completely different game, and we got to be ready for that.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this one little bit in real quick. Go ahead and get off of her and get back on tomorrow. So thank y'all for coming out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.